Howdy there, Holos people. It's Andy again with Exploring the Holos. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about silver linings. And I know there's a lot of terrible things going on in the world and a lot of bad news and a lot of depressing things that we hear about every day. But there are some silver linings that I realized after the elections this week and some of the uh, some of the other votes that have been going on in our government. And it seems there's a split in both of the parties, a realignment, if you will, of politicians who are breaking from the corrupt ways of the past and actually having a conscience and and with voting with the way they actually feel rather than just what the lobbyists want them to vote and donors. And you see a little bit more empathy on both sides. And it's a silver lining as far as I'm concerned. This country's been due for this for a long time. Since the 70s, we haven't really had a government that was not corrupt. Um, so that's something that you can look into if you don't believe me. You can look at um, how people are split on this whole um, Palestinian, how the Palestinians are being treated, and you see people on both sides going different directions. You have Democrats that are Jewish and Republicans that are Jewish that are actually siding with the Palestinian civilians. They're saying enough is enough, and overall, the American people are also saying the same thing. The warmongers, if you watch the debates a couple days ago, the warmongers in the Republican um, Party, the ones that are to supposedly running against Trump, they're all about wiping the Gaza Strip right off the map and exterminating all the people, but they are warmongers and they most likely get money from contractors, defense companies, APAC, which is a lot of people are saying no more. I don't care about the money. This is too much. The slaughter of civilians has to stop, and it shouldn't be that calling for the end of civilian slaughter, that shouldn't be anti-Semitism, because it's not. The slaughter of civilians is wrong no matter who the civilians are or where they live. There are laws against this. They're called war crimes, and it's got to stop. I'm calling for it. Um, I mean, Biden's a Democrat, and you will never hear him call for a ceasefire because I'm sure he gets a lot of money from defense contractors. He is not this leftist that a lot of people want to portray him as. And he's losing a lot of support for not calling for a ceasefire. And it's going to hurt him. Uh, a lot of people aligned with Palestine who are Americans are not going to vote for Biden. They just won't vote because, Trump's not any better in their eyes. They'll just not vote. And Biden needs them to vote. So, yeah, he's screwing us all by being like this. And I don't know how he thinks that he's going to win. But it is nice to see people actually having a conscience in our government and saying what's right. And it's good to see that it's on both sides. This partisanship needs to end. We need to have ranked choice voting where you vote for the person, not the party. And then that will force people to actually learn what their candidates stand for and the policies, not just playing a sport with it, That's my team, that's my guy on my team, because then it's not really taken seriously at all. So that's just my opinion, and have a safe week. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Ad Astra, my friends. But wait, there's more. Shortly before posting this video, there was a fight between Teamsters leader, not necessarily a fight, an argument, an altercation between Teamsters leader Sean O'Brien and Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma. And words were exchanged after the first time that Sean O'Brien testified in the Senate hearing. And after the first time he testified, he said something about Markwayne Mullin and called him a cowboy and said that he was pretending to be a tough guy and stuff like that. Markwayne Mullin is a mixed martial arts fighter. He's 5-0, and he would love more than anything to duke it out with Sean O'Brien in front of the Senate and all of America on national television. But Bernie Sanders was not going to allow that. So I was not able to get a video clip to insert in here, but if you can look that up, that's hilarious and totally entertaining. The point being is there's still fighting going on in our government between these people, but at least they're passionate and they're standing behind their beliefs. And it's nice to see that we have strong union leaders who are going to stand up to these government officials now instead of just hoping that the Democrats actually do something for them. So that's also a silver lining in my book. So again, have a great week. Ad Astra, my friends.